had served. A large number of these men, especially in the early years, 1861-62, came from what was known at the time as the organized militia. This was the standing militia units, companies, regiments, maintained by the communities. They came from Maine, from Georgia, New York, from Carolina, from Virginia. Very little change from 1860 to today. In fact, one of the regiments that we are representing here on the ground today, which is 69th New York, their linear descendant in the New York National Guard has done 2 tours in Iraq. So we have over 140 years of service that unit represents. Now, the war touched communities differently. In the more populous North, the states above Maryland on the East Coast, the war didn't touch communities as deeply as it did in the Confederate States. Population numbers were different, demographics different. In the census of 1860, it was reported that the United States had a population of about 30 million. Of that, 1.5 million, 2 million men ended up serving. Of those, over 500,000 never came home. As a percentage of population, that's just a very scary thing to contemplate. This war touched almost every family in the United States. Touched it painfully. And in another difference from modern service, where men from California will serve with men from New York and Texas in the same unit, these men served their time with their neighbors. Each company, each regiment. Company definitely, regiments possibly, were drawn from the same community. The banker may be the captain. A clerk may be his sergeant. I'm doing some research on a regiment where in one of the companies I have 20 men with the same surname. That means father, brothers, uncles, sons, all in that one company. Being honest, that company had some very bad days. They had a bad day at Antietam. They had a bad day at Fredericksburg. I haven't completely worked through that company, but over half those men did not come home.